Well, this is something today we're gonna be doing something that I had mentioned doing before, and yeah. So before we get into it, thought I have to get some updates because that's at the beginning of the streams for, anyways. Um, I've really until like before I went live, there hasn't been much done on the video, mainly because I've not been feeling the best this past week. I'm getting better, and enough that I can actually stream. We're not doing Pokemon because I wanted to do something different, but I haven't been feeling the best, and I'm getting better. So, yeah. Honestly, I haven't really done much. I'm done with class. Everything that's all done. I'm done for the summer. So, uh, trying to get back onto it, trying to get this done as soon as possible. And also, I had a roadblock with some footage. I need to get some more footage, some Super Circuit footage. So that's what I'm going to be doing at some point, maybe later today. So it's gonna happen. Just kind of happened at the worst time because it was a busy last weekend, and then this week has just been kind of me having to rest because I've not felt the best. So anyway, that's all for that. Today we are going to be trying out in this series of me trying out demos. Again, this is gonna go back into history, video game history, a history that I'm not really a part of, but I can appreciate. Because again, I'm a younger dude, relatively. I'm getting to like my early 20s right now. But I guess demo discs were around. I never dealt with them, mainly because I never had disc-based consoles when I was young. Until like I got a PS4, and at that point, demo discs are just not a thing. But back on the PS1 days, and they had demo discs, and they would even give them out at you would give them through magazines. And this one was given if you bought the game Parasite Eve. This is the Squaresoft on PlayStation 1998 Collector's CD Volume 1. Now, that's all fine and dandy. But, I'm gonna get on to it. There we go. So again, these would have demo versions of games that are trying to show them off. Like, the idea would be to give you a taste of the game. And honestly, in a lot of ways, people remember these because these, like, again, demos are a different thing because demos, they still exist, but nowadays demos for the most part are they're just the first couple hours of the game. Maybe a few things are locked behind, but it's pretty, again, and that's overall better. Like, that is overall better, is to just have the demo be the first couple hours of the game and allow you basically just to play the beginning and then allow you to carry your save data over. Again, at best, a demo will have like maybe a combat thing. I know like FF16 has had an iconic a challenge battle where you get to like do the kind of get more taste of the fights. I think Lost Soul Aside also had that. Oh, let me swap it over here. Get the music on too. There we go. So again, they were old. They were, and so these were custom made games. Like, they were custom made to show certain things. Because again, they were also they were still in development, and again, they were trying to. This is meant to be a preview, and again, what it also can mean, older games, or not older games, like games a lot of time, like if you do like the first couple hours, you should get, now a game should give you a good representation of what you're doing, obviously, but there's a lot of times you're not gonna have a lot of things. And again, there are still times where they do like custom made things. I know the FF Rebirth demo, like the first demo for PS5 was very, like, it kind of did its own thing, but it also wasn't part of the story. An example of a completely like unique demo was the demo that I started this on, which was the Adventures of Elliot debut demo. I still haven't played that game yet, honestly. I never actually completed the prologue demo, mainly just because I got busy and I heard the game's good. I might try it out at some point, but that is the debut demo was like, even though because again, like, it's not really the beginning of the game, it's kind of its own unique experience. And so that's what kind of this is. The one we're going to be playing today, because this only has one game on it, and it's the music you're hearing, it is Xenogears. FF8 has a preview movie, the Bushido Blade has a movie, and, you know, there's a lot of movies, but Xenogears has an actual demo. Now, this is maybe become a video on the Fight for Nine channel in the future, because I have thought of like doing a video on this, because Xenogears is a very interesting game. All right, it is a flawed game, in my opinion. It's got the base, especially its base version, has major issues, and the Perfect Works build is better, and it just got its retranslation finished with the main story. So, and there can be, but again, it's just trying to kind of make what we got better, but what we got in itself has major issues, especially on gameplay. I actually think there's a lot of gameplay issues with this game. Story is interesting, and in a sense very good, but it's a flawed game. It was an ambitious game. It's very unlike anything else, and so it's what makes it unique, but it's also what makes it hard. It makes it hard to talk about, and it's what makes it a flawed game. Honestly, it's pretty crap. I would love to do videos on this stuff, but I don't actually want to do a video on Xenogears, because it's just not really what I want to talk about. But a demo would be cool. So it would allow me to talk about Xenogears without talking about Xenogears, because it would honestly be more about an older, like, it's going to be more about, like, this was meant to get people interested in Xenogears. That's basically the idea. The question today is, this is what they decided when they released Parasite Eve to get people interested in Xenogears. So that's what we're going to do. I don't know how long this is going to be. It is still Xenogears, so it's going to be kind of a pain in the rear. But we're going to find out. So we're going into it. The frick? Dang. Alright. What the crap? Nice. Showing all the cool parts, I guess. Man. As you can see, they have 99 health. Okay. Xenogears. Alright. So, this is the main menu. That was an interesting video. I mean, again, it's like showing a lot of the CG, a lot of the gear attacks. Oh, oh no. Oh, I think it started. Okay. I assume it's gonna start with the beginning then. Yep, it is. Although I wonder, is it gonna be in Japanese?
Is an emergency. Level 1 alert. Omega 1 restarting. Alpha 1 genome restructuring. Confirming exon replacement. Base code 85 million. 100 million. Its speed is overwhelming. Alpha 1 to raise your central. Access confirmed. Initializing fake net. Disconnected. Activating emergency shelter. Denied. Contamination is spreading widely. Captain.
Cut off the cables manually.
Roger. Activating self-destruct bolts. Confirming. No good, nothing happened. Omega 1, they are attacking. We can't stop them. 98% of our weapons have been taken over. The autopilot system Faust has been accessed. And its phase space logic is being rewritten. Ergo area is increasing. An internal plane is forming. Switching to space displacement mode. Alpha 1, confirming transfer of coordinate codes. Coordinates input, coordinate NX128, EC061, the main planet.
Dan, so they're planning on attacking. Engine room. Activate the emergency sealing system. Engine room, engine. See that all civilians and passengers are safely transported to the escape shuttles. I will send a dispatch after evacuation is complete. I am evacuating the ship. All of you, evacuate now.
Evacuate. Evacuate the ship immediately. All passengers please board the shuttles in a calm and orderly fashion.
All right. I'll make sure. Gotta be careful. gotta make sure. Oh man, I just realized I have to watch that again, won't I? I can't skip it. I can. Alright, good. But interestingly enough, just gonna go with this. This opening honestly feels very similar to like what the opening narration, especially of like a Xenoblade 3, is. So like, if they ever did a remaster or a remake of this game, I could see this. It wouldn't just be text, but they do like like seriously, a Xenoblade opening. Is like this, where I mean, again, I would think that there would probably be like visuals instead of it just being black, you know, text on black screen. Alright, I'm just gonna try to. This is just the beginning of the game. Alright. This is just the beginning. Flashing white warning for... There we go. Mm-hmm. Definitely an opening. There we go. Alright, so there is no... Oh man, there is no analog stick. What the crap? Give me 1 second. I want to make sure it's not me. Settings. Controller. Oh, there is no controller on the analog stick. Alright. Sure, no, I think... Yeah, get that hidden money. Father, yeah. Biggest flashback. No way to skip? Alright, cool. This game's opening is very slow. I'm not gonna try to talk to everyone just because it'd be stupid to do that. I'm out of here. Alright, here's Timothy. Guillermo, yeah. Not sure, buddy. Of course. I'm looking. We're just gonna. Oh, yeah. Frick you, Dan. This guy is a piece of crap. All right. Whatever. Human does actually kind of look pretty nice. Alright. Try to find Dan. frick? Kind of weirdo. Alright, we're just gonna be quick because. Alright, need to find. That's a glitch. Alright. Alright. Let's do this. So far, this is honestly pretty core, like, of the game. Okay. Mm-hmm. It's probably, again, this is honestly not that. Alright. Now, the one thing I need to do is find this, let's see here. I don't like the auto having to hold the run button down. It's just kind of a pain. Because at the end of the day, you just should run. There is a tutorial thing in here, which has a beacon, which I cannot use. Fair enough. You know, this is exactly like kind of not proving my point, actually. Alright. Let's see here. I think this is it. Oh man. Oh. Ho ho! So this is where, okay, so basically, you got like, you're a high level. Oh boy. Okay. What level are you? Oh, we just got. Oh. Hmm. Alright. Mountain Pass. So you get, so what they did is they buffed you up with a bunch of the cool death blows. The frick? The frick? Okay. Alright, now I see. Okay. No, this is what okay, this is what I'm talking about. Now, here's the one thing I'll say. This immediately makes things less interesting. Well, okay, it makes it more fun. But it's like, oh wow, this is super serious story. It's like, oh, like you already can immediately like take the story less seriously. Okay. Oh. I hate how much this random encounters. By the way, these things, I don't know what they're called. We're gonna do this. Oh, we're gonna do one shot at one. Okay. Man. So those wolves, Alright, there we go. I mean, it's not too bad. The opening's honestly, like, not the worst part of this game. Oh boy, is it hard? Is it chugging? It is chugging, boys! go. Okay. But those wolf things, I think they're called jackals here, but like those things, people actually connected that they might actually, again, like Xenoblade Genesis. I haven't played finished Xenoblade 3. Oh crap. Where's the jump button? Where is the jump button? Oh, shoot. The platforming in this game is pretty bad. So it's kind of cool. You get the party members. They get max AP. Oh, man. It's not exactly easy to navigate around here. Oh, shoot. To be fair, again, like, it's not giving me any reason to do fights, because I'm not leveling up. Right before we get to, I'll do this one fight here. Alright. Oh, already killed it. Again, this is kind of my issue, because it's just the animations for basic damage are just so long, especially as you get into it. Alright. Now, apparently there's some good things here, actually. Like, apparently there's some good items here to get you. It's missable items. Alright, where is the dock? Okay. Well, that draw distance is very small. Not much you can really see. Well, that's kind of cool. Hmm. Interesting. Okay. Well, let's continue with this story. I assume we probably don't have too much longer with it. It's probably gonna be this. They can get you. Then you can get the gear section, and then let's get Yui. Ooh. Yeah, he's in there. Yes. Let's go here. Whoa. Hmm. I do not remember this part about the original game. This song's right. Man, this game can be really cool when it wants to be. Ah, frick, man. I think he just let it all out. My goodness. I never realized this. I want to replay this game at some point because, like, hmm. All right. All right. So I think again I think the openings of this game is actually pretty solid. Again, the translation is kind of iffy, but uh, hmm. Again, I think a very solid opening. And in fact, again, what I will say is like again, not like this is a unique opening. Hmm. This is a very good sequence here. Hmm. Oh man. I am going to be honest, one thing I will say is that I don't think these characters, especially like Faye, he kind of looks stupid. He kind of looks stupid when it comes to like he does kind of look stupid when it comes to uh like the animated cutscenes. The animated cutscenes look great. Alright, Max boys. Alright. Whoa. Huh. Dodged everything. Yeah, I actually find the gear fights to be probably the best part about this combat system. Oh boy. I think. Alright. Hmm. All right. Oh no. And that's that. Oh. Oh. Oh boy. Hmm. Hmm. Alrighty. There's the Solaris. Oh wow. They're showing like a lot of things. Man. I wonder if these shots are even in the game. Maybe it is. Very much. Again, this game has. Oh wow. Where is this in the game? Oh. Man. They're showing a lot. The frick? Oh my goodness. No way. Man, they're just going through it. Like, here's all the areas of the game. Wow. Man, this is wild. Nissan. I haven't shown. Yeah, they showed Ava. They haven't showed Tesla. What's that? So, that is the Xenogears demo. In a lot of ways, like, again, I mean, again, it's still having to show the game, but it also does that, again, you don't have to worry about levels. You get access to all the cool, like, death blows. You get access to some of the party members. You get a taste of gear combat. It's like, you know, again, this is a disc that was... I mean, again, I actually was very engrossed into that, because, again, I actually like, again, Xenogears' opening is actually one of its strongest points. That was fun. Let's go to play a little bit of Xenogears. Again, if you ever want to play Xenogears, don't play the base version. Just don't. Not worth it. Again, yes, this is gonna require you to do some actual, you know, like, if you have a copy, fair enough. But this will require you to do some actual, like, you know, effort. Not too much, but it's enough. You have to look up the Perfect Works build of Xenogears. It is, I've only really messed around with it. It offers gameplay improvements. The one I would probably, you know, you can cut the encounter rate in half while also doubling the experience, so you're still getting a good experience done. It has a good complete retranslation, which just finished the main story. So now for the whole main story, it also fixes grammar, adds back in a lot of the things that were removed, and also does some name changes and stuff like that to make it more accurate. Now it doesn't affect all the NPC dialogue. It's only about 15%, you know, early on. So that will still be kind of there'll be some dissonance where the story's gonna have its good translation, the dialogue's not going to. And there's also some other things as well if you want to fix it, makes it a lot more balanced, because this game's honestly it's kind of a piece of crap. I personally wouldn't do that, but that's mainly because I kind of want to have a more original experience, especially if I was going to do a video on it. Because again, I think for a video, if I ever did a video on Xenogears, I would at least play the Perfect Works translation, because you gotta get it. Again, the story. The issue is, again, the guy Richard Hayward, he did a stand-up job for what he was doing. That, like, again, he was dealt with some bad cards. This was a project that just was terrible. And I think the thing with Xenogears that I would love a remaster. I think I look at something like the tactics games, and again, it's going to happen at some point. Now, HD2D would be cool, but I don't know about HD2D. I look at something like the Tactics remaster that came out last year. I didn't play Tactics, don't really care for Tactics, not really my thing. But it was like trying to be very faithful while again adding voice acting and stuff like that. The issue with it is that again, Disc 2 is the big part, because if you're gonna do something like that, you're basically gonna need, again, it would require so much work. And Disc 2 is a tragedy. It's unfortunate. It sucks. And but I don't know if there's anyone now, especially who's at Square, who I would think would do good making it. So this game needs a remake. It actually needs like a proper remaster. I think it does. It's again, play it again. I think the Perfect Works patch does a good job for what it is, but I would love for it to get a proper, like, give it a proper version to get it to see it to completion. But I don't know if there's anyone who can actually make it justice. And the only person who can make it justice would probably be similar to the original team. But also, like, why would he? And also, they're busy. And why would they want to do this? There's no reason for them to do this at all. I mean, again, they're already doing it. Like, Takahashi, in a sense, has spent the remainder of his career just doing this story again and making it complete. So it's, again, I think it's going to happen. I don't know how. Eventually, I mean, again, they're running out of, and I think something like Xenogears is probably on the table. I think it would be nice. I think, again, keeping it pixel art, because again, I don't think these characters look that good in 3D. They would not look good in 3D at all. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think they do. There's a reason why, again, the freaking pro tag of the Xenoblade 3 DLC, which I haven't played yet, but it's not Faye. He's not Faye. He's Faye, but he's not Faye. Again, he looks like Faye, but he's also like a ton of adjustments that he doesn't look stupid, because I don't think these designs would look good. I don't think they looked. I think some of them look good in the in 3D or in the animation, but I think Faye can look kind of stupid in the animation. He looks so big. Yeah. Well, that's just how it is. Alrighty. Well, that was a fun little thing. I don't know. I mean, again, that was trying out an old demo. It was fun, nice stream. I don't know. Again, I'll probably try to stream next Sunday. Probably do Pokemon. Gonna try working the video. Again, I am basically done. I'll be for the next couple, like for about a little over a month. I have nothing. I'll be trying to do my own thing, so I gotta get working on the video, get it done. Try to finish Xenoblade 3. I've also kind of slacked off on Xenoblade 3. Yeah. That's gonna be it for the day. Thank you all for watching. And I'll see you guys later.